Getting us live over on YouTube, and we'll begin.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. That sounds like Mama. I don't have the screen on, so I can't see anyone right now, but okay, here we go. Was that you, Mom?
Yes, it
Of
was.
course it was. Yes. All right. Hey, well, listen, this is the team building training. I'm coming to you from my living room, so apologize, or my kitchen. Apologize. Hopefully, no one will walk in. The house is empty right now, but I do have my dog, Frank, and he can be a little annoying sometimes because he likes attention. But I'm really excited. It's game day. We got a biz op tonight. I'm looking forward to covering it as we're adding new people. And I wanted to tell you next Tuesday, we're going to be doing a Craigslist recruiting training, how to run Craigslist ads to do recruiting. Because there's people having success with it. So we've been working through that. And next Tuesday, we're going to be doing that. So put that in your calendars if you want to run ads to Craigslist or LinkedIn or Indeed or Alignable, any of those. We're going to be talking about how to run ads for recruiting next week. Today, we're talking about how to build your team. I'm going to go through a 5-step recruiting training real quickly to go into tonight, including a couple scripts, because in the end, what we do here is help people out, obviously, with funding, but we also help them out with a great opportunity, right? So let me pull up the slides here. Okay, I got some slides. 5-step recruiting system. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
All right. Beautiful. This is for building your frontline team. Now, this is what everyone duplicates. But before we talk about that, we want to filter the right people in. And these are some of the offers. We call it the offer stack. These are a couple of things that we offer people in their business, right? We help business owners access funding. When the banks say no, we can help them. 80% approval if they meet our requirements. Agents average 2,000 per funded client, some next day. Full training and systems provided, no cost to join, no license required. Our platform finds the best offer for each client, backed by the $500 guarantee. All of our agents have free access to the funding platform, and then you can build a team if you want. So this is all the benefits of our business opportunity, right? But many people don't necessarily think of all those. They just think, oh, we're business funding agent. But remember that whole stack of benefits. This is the 5-step process you're going to take someone through. All right. It's real simple, but this is the 5-step process we're going to go through real quick. Make sure you've got this. Step 1, build a list. Don't prejudge. Start with everyone you know. Don't assume who's interested and who's not. There's an old saying, those you think will won't, those you think won't will. You never know who's going to go. But do look for those who've been in B2B sales. Maybe they're in commission sales, they're used to commission, or they're ambitious. Hunger beats background. So you want to sort by mindset. Okay. You want to make sure it's mindset, not just the resume, because some people haven't accomplished yet a lot, but they're hungry to make change, right? So this is step 1 is make a list. Your phone is the best way. And I want to just say this. Leads. People say, I want leads. I want leads. The definition of a lead is somebody that can be contacted. That's it. An engaged lead is someone who's been contacted and interested. How do you find someone interested? Well, you have to introduce them. You have to inform them of the information. And if they like what they've heard, they're interested now. They're an engaged lead. So they move from lead to engaged lead. Some people pay a lot of money for ads to get engaged leads, to get inbound calls. Some people run Craigslist ads for recruiting because you only hear from people who have read the ad and are engaged and are interested, right? So leads are just people that can be contacted. Engaged leads are people who, once informed, express interest, right? So this is an outreach message here, outreach method here. You've got a phone full of leads, a phone full. Now, whether they're engaged and interested, we don't know yet, but it's your job to sort through. And that's what step 3 is: approach and sort. It's not to sort and be rude, but it's just to identify who's interested and who's not. It's a yes or a no, sometimes a maybe, but we call them red apples, green apples, and rotten apples. Rotten doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means they don't fit. Well, they're not interested. So use a simple message to sort. Don't convince. Your goal is just see if they want to learn more or not. That's all. You're just like with funding. Your goal is just to let them know we have funding in case they ever want funding, they can come to you or not. It's not your job to talk them into getting a loan or accepting the offer or loving our company. It's not your job to get them to love DAC's business opportunity. It's your job to find out if they have interest in learning more. That's it. You're not responsible for the outcome. You're just responsible for the professionalism and the integrity in your approach. So here's some sample sorting approaches. Hey, have you ever heard of DAC? So by the way, let me go back. There's three. I guess it's not letting me go back. Okay. Okay, don't read that yet. There's a three-step ingredient to an approach. A sorting question. Write this down because it's not in here. A sorting question, a short explanation, followed by an invitation to learn more. So a sorting question, short explanation, and an invitation to learn more. Okay, so that's all on here right now. This is a conversation. Hey, have you ever heard of DAC? Sorting question. Oh, short explanation. It's a nationwide business funding company. It's helping small business get funding when the banks won't, and most can't. I'm working with them now. I've been helping them out. We've helped thousands of businesses get funding, and they've got a free agent opportunity. And I'm building a team with them. So I thought of you because you've always been great with people, or you've always been a leader, or you've always been ambitious, or you've always had an affinity for business owners, or whatever your reason is. There's got to be a real reason. Because you always were complimentary, because you were always nice, because you were always a grateful person, because you were always good with people, because you were always a go-getter, because you were always a good student, because you were always a good teacher, because you were always compassionate, because you got to say because and be something real, right? And then you ask the invitation, would you be open to learning more to see if it might be a fit? Now, if you did this right here, if you just said, hey, I'm going to say these words in my own words to every person in my phone. And let's say you've got 500 people in your phone. Let's say we only got 100. All of you got more than 100. Most everyone I know has got more than 100 unless they just don't use their phone, haven't used it as to save anybody. But you got hundreds of people in your phone, possibly thousands, right? I think I have 4,300 people in here. It's ridiculous. I wouldn't just to call them all would take me forever, right? But how do you contact people in your list right there? Your job is you have leads. Your phone is full of potential all-star DAC agents. So what you may want to go through and just create a little spreadsheet of these are the ones who've got B2B sales, commission sales experience, or ambition. Put a little highlight next to why. Make a list. Spend an hour making a list, and then approach them and just sort. Just sort through. All right. Now, if they say, yeah, I have interest in learning more, what's next? Well, by the way, here's a couple other ending questions for that sort. Would you open to learning more? If this is something you might be open to look at, are you open to checking it out? See if it fits into something, maybe make some full-time income. These are just some sample questions to ask after the short explanation. All right. Goal, again, just see if they're open. If so, move to step 3. Step 3 is an effective presentation. Let the tools do the work. You can do the presentation yourself as well, but you're going to spend an hour doing the presentation when we're already doing it every Tuesday and Thursday effectively, when you've already got a recording done effectively, right? So you got the Tuesday and Thursday Zooms, and you've got your landing page. Now, if you say, hey, I'm going to send you a quick video, what video page do you send them? You send them your partner page, davidallencapital.com/partner, right? Why? Because that's got the 4-minute video on it. And if they want to see more details, there's a link right below it to watch the 22-minute video, right? So you don't actually send them a video, you send them your landing page that the first thing they see is the video, all right? So use your DAC link or invite them to the live Tuesday call. If it's Tuesday, you want to invite them to tonight's Zoom and edify the speaker. The founder of the company is doing a presentation tonight. That's why I'm reaching out to you today. You have a reason. We have a live meeting tonight. The founder of the company is doing it, and it's live, so you can ask questions afterward. If you're open to learning more, I'd love to send you the link for you to attend that tonight. It'll be about 30 minutes long plus Q&A. Are you interested? I can send you the link. No, that's not. Okay. next person, right? But if they're interested, you send them the link. You'd be here. You wouldn't be to step 3 if they said no, right? So once they go to the presentation, then when they join, your job is to get them started, but don't overcoach here. Once they join, quickly reach out to them. That should say quickly reach out and point or direct, not point, quick reach. So it's quickly reach out to them, welcome them, and point them to their welcome email. Did you read your welcome email yet? Don't start answering all their questions. Encourage them to finish their starting training and their funding training. Don't answer everything. Defer to the system. Otherwise, you can get on the phone answering what are the rates? What's the minimum qualifications? How long? Where do I send them to? What's the link do I send them to? All the things that the system tells them. You don't want to be the system. You want to use the system. If you have to be the system, you can't scale without working 4,000 hours a week. Don't be the system. Use the system. Don't be the system. Do what? Use the system. Now, once they've gone through, now they've unlocked the game plan. You will have many people who don't go through the trainings, though. As a percentage, you may have 1 out of 4 people you recruit don't go through the training. You might have 2 out of 4. You might have 3 out of 4. It depends on how you're recruiting them and what kind of conversations you're having and how you know them. But if you know them and you have a relationship, usually they're all going to go through the training. Some will go through the starting training and realize it's not for them. They went from engaged lead to interested to sign up. We have a low barrier to entry. It's free to join. So some of them join, and as they start looking at it, they go, oh, okay, yeah, I don't know that I'm actually going to want to refer this, out. It's a great program, but I don't know that I want to really refer it. Okay, that's why it's free. We don't make them feel pain for changing their mind. We don't make money at their mind changing, right? And you don't have to feel guilty that they lost $300 when they changed their mind, or $900 or $3,700, right? You don't have to feel guilty. You'd stop recruiting. Trust me. I've been in programs like that. You stop recruiting once you've had a handful of people lose money. You go, why would I recruit anyone else when they're probably going to lose money too? Right? So we're not free just because we're good people, although that's a good reason to be free. But we're free because we know you're good people, and you won't keep recruiting something where 9 out of 10 lose money. You won't. The average person wouldn't. So we're not going to ask you to, even though we could make money and you'd give us 4 or 5 before you get frustrated and quit, and we'd make all that money. That's what most people's business model is in the home-based business space. It's not ours. Okay, so do the game plan. Now you're investing your time with them, you and your team leader. So after their training is done, schedule their game plan meeting. Go over the plan with them, set their income goal, their activity goal, and their launch plan. Okay, so that's what you want to get out of the game plan. Obviously, the agreement conversation, but you're going to set up an income goal for them. You're going to have activity goals to reach that income in the time period they're looking for and when they're launching, right? Help them post their launch video. They should do an engaging launch video that, hey, I'm now with David Allen Capital. We do business funding. It's my new business. Promote that. Have them do that. Have them do a post. We're working on a certificate for the certification. Once that goes live and people have completed that training, they become certified. We're going to have a little social post with their picture and congratulations. Joe Blow is now a certified business funding agent with David Allen Capital. And it'll be a nice social post. So it's not live yet, but when that's live, you'll want to post that. Until then, shoot the videos with them. Focus on encouraging their activity to accomplish their goals. Remember, you don't have to be super experienced at this. The buddy system, folks, buddy system. I'm going to come back to that. Here's, I don't want to show that yet. That'll be, we're working on the Craigslist. That'll be for next week. So here's your 5 steps. And Tyler, if you can edit that part out of the live video when we're done, because it's not, I haven't even proofread it yet. So bear with me. List, don't prejudge, approach, presentation, join, and game plan. That's what we want to do with those. Those are your 5 steps. Okay. So again, next week we're going to be doing Craigslist, but I'm going to go to your questions now. But before I do, I want to just go back to the point I was just making before I shot screen. I wanted to get to a talking head. When you're approaching people and they get rolling with us, boy, I lost my train of thought. Someone bring me back to where I was without me having to rewind the video. Anyone know where I was before I jumped
You
off?
did say buddy system and said you were going to come back to that. So
Buddy system. Thank you. Thank you, McGuire. Thanks for paying attention. So, buddy system, what I meant by that is your job, I said, just encourage their activity. So many people wait to recruit until they're superstars, till they funded a bunch of people, till they know how to do everything in our business. And the reality is, you don't have to know everything, you just have to care. And I give the example, if you and I want to get in shape together and you know nothing about working out, you know nothing about meal plans, but you want to get in shape. And I don't know anything about working out and I don't know anything about meal plans, but I want to get in shape. And we decide, we commit to each other. We have an agreement conversation. We're getting in shape together every single day. We're going to go to the gym together. We don't know what we're going to do when we get there yet, but we're going to go there every day and we're going to talk to each other every day and encourage each other. Okay. There's that system. And then there's that I hired a personal trainer who is going to teach me how to succeed in this, but their belief is I'm not chasing you. I'm going to give you a meal plan. I'm going to be at the gym. You show up. I will teach you what to do. Both work. Both work. But the difference is if that person's not going to reach out and keep you engaged, the average person quits that way. The average person doesn't keep working with that personal trainer. The average person needs encouragement. And the buddy system is more effective than the expert system. We use both. We say be both. Well, let's rely on both. You've got an up team leader. You've got our daily Zooms. We've got pros that you can plug into if you're hungry. We've got pros. We've got systems. We've got everything put out there for you. We've got the personal trainer, right? But we've also got the buddy system, you and the people you enroll. When you do that, that's more success encouraging than anything. And it's okay to say, I don't know, I'm learning with you. I don't know, I'm learning with you. I've only been here a week. I do know the minimum this and do know this. You got to watch that training. After you watch the training, we'll sit down and do a game plan with our up team leader. You don't need to have to be well, because I'm doing the game plan, I need to be a pro. No, you don't. It's okay. In fact, it's more authentic to say, I'm still growing in this, but I believe in it. We've helped thousands of businesses. The company's almost 10 years old. They've made a profit every year. They've never made a dime on an agent unless an agent's made $1. So if they're making a profit, there must be a lot of commissions going out to the field. So this works. You can't lose money here. You can only gain money. All the indications are this is great. Go back to that offer stack. And this is, I'm doing this and I'm glad you want to do it. I'll help you do it. Be that more than, yeah, I made 30 grand last week on a funding and you didn't get a funding. It's BS. You don't lie. You don't miss. I remember having agents in a former company. They'd say they're making 60,000 a month when they were making 40. I'm like, why do you have to say 60? You became a liar to people instead of just saying you made 40. 40 is pretty darn good. Why do you got to bump it to 60? Well, because someone else is making 38. I want to make them feel like I'm so much further ahead of them. Well, that's ridiculous. How about just build a bigger building? Don't tear them down. Don't inflate your income earnings. So you please never. We will call people out who say, "Yeah, I got a funding last week and I made $3,200." We're going to reach out and say, "Hey, please don't say that ever again or else we got to take your activation away." Because we're not tolerating BS. We're not tolerating. I'd rather you say, I haven't gotten a funding yet, but that doesn't matter. That's an indication of me. It's like me saying, I haven't lost weight yet. And I've been a member at Planet Fitness now for 4 years. And I'm still the same weight as when I bought the membership. That is a fact, by the way. I pay every month. And I'm the same weight as when I bought the membership. Now, the question is, how many people have looked at the funding? How many times have I used the membership? Right? It's not an indication. So the indication is activity level creates aptivity level. Do the right activities, you'll get the right aptivity. Well, I'm not getting applications even though I'm doing the activity. Well, then you're doing something wrong. Every 40 business owner conversations should be a funding application. Well, I'm talking to 90. Okay, how you talking to them? Well, I sent 90 emails. Okay, well, you probably had 7 opened. So you haven't had 40 conversations yet. You've done 40 cold outreaches. Those aren't conversations. Those are, well, I put 40 social posts. Okay, well, you may get 3 or 4 of your friends to see every social post. How many of them are business owners? I don't know. Okay, well, how many business owner conversations did you have? Well, I went to one Chamber of Commerce meeting and I did my 3-minute spiel. How many people were there? 40. Okay, well, that counts as 40 conversations in one. Good for you. Did you get an application? No. Did you meet anyone? Did you get any cards? Don't be surprised if one of those people applies with you in the next month or two, because maybe they're not going to come up in that meeting, but they now know about you, right? Because you gave a good presentation in your group. Good, good, good. I made calls and I left 40 voicemails. Okay, how many conversations did you have? None yet. Okay, well, you might get someone out of those voicemails. Voicemails do work, but those aren't conversations yet, right? You don't even know if it was heard. So the averages are the averages. Well, I've been doing this 6 months. How many business owner conversations have you had? Well, I've been doing this 3 years. How many business owner conversations have you had? How many times have I used my Planet Fitness? How long you been a membership Planet Fitness, Dave? 4 years. Man, Planet Fitness doesn't work. How many times have I used the membership? So it's the same thing. You can control your activity, which controls your aptivity. Now, you got to get better too. You'll get better at how you communicate. You'll get better at how you articulate the product, better at pulling it away and not feeling needy, pushing it on them. Instead, you'll just be informing. And hey, if I can ever help you, know where I'm at. Here's my card. Let me have your card. I'll follow up. You don't have to go through the whole pitch. You don't have to, you're going to get real comfortable with this. There's a reason Nick got another funding today. He's really comfortable communicating about this, right? And he'll get another one the next few days. It's just the way it goes. He'll continue to get fundings. He's comfortable now and he's actively communicating. And he follows up with this is a renewal, right? He followed up with a client, handled it right. And the internal team did their job. Everyone working together, it all works well. So recruiting, it's the same thing. You can't have people on tonight if you don't approach people. Well, I put a post up on Facebook. Do that, because now when you reach out, they're not surprised, but don't assume that's going to get people to attend tonight. You should always do that, but you should also reach out to people and use what you just heard in these 5-step training. Okay. Quick sorting question, short explanation, invitation to learn more. If you heard of DAC, it's a nationwide funding company. It's doing awesome things for business owners nationwide. I started as an agent with them last week. I'm really excited about it. The amount of business they've helped is unbelievable, but they've got an agent opportunity where you could become an agent as well. And I thought of you because you've always been really good with people, or you've always been an entrepreneur, whatever the reason is. And I just thought you might be open to wanting to be an agent like I am. We could do this together. Do you have any interest in learning more? No investment required. Full training. Yeah, sure. I'll be interested. Great. We got a Zoom tonight. The founder of the company is doing a Zoom at 7:30 Eastern tonight. Are you available? It's a live presentation. You available tonight? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. You don't tell them yet. Oh, I just send you the video. No problem. See if they can move some things around to be there. Oh, I'd really like you to. He's doing another one next Tuesday, but I'd rather you see tonight. And because you've already mentioned the founder, you don't say, well, there's another one Thursday. He's doing another one next Tuesday, but I'd rather you be there tonight. I don't want to wait a week. Yeah, I'll be there tonight at 7:30. Great. Oh, I can't be there tonight no matter what. Okay, well, we're doing another one live Thursday. One of the agents, one of the leaders in the field is doing one Thursday night. We could have you out to that, or I could send you a link that's got a video you can watch prior. Would you prefer coming out Thursday live or watch the video? I can send you the video link. Yeah, send me the video. Yeah, I'd rather send you the video, Chris, because if I send you the video, you might be interested in, and you might by Thursday, you could already be coming out to learn more instead of learning out for the first time. So doing that between now and tonight at 7:30 is the key thing for Agent Edition. Now, I was talking to Wade. Wade, we were talking about a Craigslist ad that he ran. He's the top recruiter of the month so far, and he's done it with Craigslist ads. And so we're going to be teaching it next week. We've taught it in years past, and we're going to teach it again. next week on Tuesday. But don't wait till then, because he'll tell you himself. You know how many people I have to talk to though who are duds, who don't do anything? So it's a time consuming thing. It's not all phew, it's awesome. But and it costs money. It costs money to run ads. But he's also earned more from new fundings of new agents in the last 2 weeks that'll pay for 3 years worth of ads on enroller bonuses of new agents with their new fundings already. So it does work, but you know what works better? People in your phone who you know, who you want to work with, who already know you, who you know if you spend an hour of time with them, it's probably a good use of time. Where, there's nothing wrong with ads, and we're going to teach ads for a reason because they do work. But I've recruited over 400 agents with Craigslist in the past, right? And I think one of them is still active, right? So now we didn't have the systems we have, but so I'm not a big saying, oh, that's the answer, unless you're going to do everything else as well. Like Wade will say, it's a lot of time consuming. So I don't want to pour water on anything, and I also don't want to overinflate any realities. How I'm building for tonight is I'm reaching out to people. Do I have a Craigslist ad running? I placed one this morning. So will I work with them if they go through the process? Absolutely. But my phone is I'm looking at who do I know that I got to reach out to and see if they may want to be an entrepreneur, be on the call tonight. That's what I got to do today, is think of, I'm not going to wait for my Craigslist ad to maybe pull some people. I'm going to reach out myself, and you should too. What questions have you got on the 5-step process? Anyone have any questions at all? Or any comments? I'm seeing the chats. Let me see if there's anything. The support team always handles those. So
AJ has his hand up. You can unmute yourself, AJ.
go ahead, AJ.
Hi there, David. I had a quick question here. I was thinking about making a video for recruiting.
Mhm.
And I wanted to ask you, because I like your integrity and the way you say certain things. And
Mhm.
I'm wondering if it's okay if I took like a little screen recording of a clip of you talking about something and putting that little clip in my video, like here's our founder saying this, for something for me to post. Is that okay for me to do?
Yeah, we just got to approve it first to make sure the context is, you can take a quote and change the context, and it's all of a sudden it's a guarantee. So as long as we approve it, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so just send it to the support department for approval.
Yep. After it's done, send it
Okay.
in support. Yep.
All right, perfect. Thanks.
Thank you. Good idea, by the way. Thank you, Lois. No other questions or comments from anybody? All right, folks. We'll see you tonight, 7:30. Going to rock and roll. Hopefully you're excited about changing your lives, building your groups, because those who add multiply.